Okay, man. Well, you already know.
You already know. Welcome back to the Reactlord podcast from sunny Long Beach, California. It is 79 degrees, which wasn't even the high. It is the low.
Wait, it's only 79 degrees outside?
It is only 79 degrees, they say.
Dog, I haven't left my house all day. I didn't even walk my dogs today. My wife did. I did not leave the house. I haven't left at all. It's so bad.
All right, weird flex, but okay.
And the AC's been on all day. I don't even believe you when you said it was 79 degrees outside. Holy
when
shit,
I was outside,
dude.
It was like 84 or 86 or something like that. It was like 80.
See my computer, sorry. Yeah, when I did go outside to get you, but I only walked to the front of my apartment. Does that even count as going outside?
No, because it was also in the shade.
It was all I didn't even see the sun. The sun didn't hit this precious skin once. Okay, I've developed no freckles this season. That's
my friend
kind of
is
incredible.
not worried about skin cancer.
No,
and I encourage that.
You know what though? I remember working at the middle school all the time, and like you'd have to wear those floppy hats though because you'd be in the sun all the time. And
oh,
God
my
damn.
melanin deficient friend, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, dude, can we talk about last podcast? Personal news? Well, oh my God, how fun.
Yeah,
Episode 50,
really fun.
right? Why did you shrug like that?
I just like
I guess.
that was last week. I'm on the new shit.
He's
we
so
have
over
breaking
it.
news today.
Oh, we do. We'll
I
get
have
there.
a
We'll get there,
gnarly
dude. We'll
ass
fucking get
farmer
there.
stand that everyone can see.
Can we get there now, though? The farmer. We'll get to the
Yeah,
breaking
sure.
news. The real breaking news is farmer tan alert.
Yeah.
Can I get a farmer tan alert in this bitch?
Let's go. You can't really tell on my left arm because I have the tattoo to cover a little bit, but on this arm you could see it. Like I have been in the sun.
Let me
but
see if I could do a little quick zoom in for you.
This is a new.
Look
tank.
at that.
I don't wear tanks,
Look at that.
but now I do, and now everyone can see. Like I wear a t-shirt every day.
No, you look good though. You look hot.
Thank you.
I don't,
Thank
know, is farmer
I'm
tan
really
or not? You're
enjoying
doing
the
it.
tank. I got it at the Gap. I feel good in it. I only got the one, so I've been wearing it out.
Yeah, you're doing it big though. I like the cut of it too. I'm like checking you out in the second cam over there, but
It
yeah,
says-
it looks
says
good. Looks
it's
good.
Like high neck ribbed tank or something like that on the back.
So I got a question for you then.
Yeah, what's up?
And I actually posed this. I don't know if people that watch our shorts watch the podcast, but on a recent short, I did pose the question, fellas, is it gay to tell your homies that they're pretty? Because I
No.
have been telling you that summer's been good on you.
Thank you.
You look pretty.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah, you're rocking like the ponytail. You got like a little, fucking
You can't
pirate's
even
earring going
see.
on.
You can't even see it from the back. The mullet is completely hidden.
Yeah.
This is
It's-
like a business.
Can't even
I'm
tell
here.
if you were to. Can you unleash the mullet for us? Is that asking
Say
too much?
less.
Give us a shake. Oh wow! Look at that. Yo, it's
Yeah,
wilding out,
it
dude.
is. Orange is the color this summer.
It is. You're looking good, man.
Thank you. Thank
But yeah, I don't have much personal news to be honest. That was
personal news for myself. I got coffee this morning. I've been going to Alder and Sage a lot lately.
docs.
It's so nice. I like go out and sit in the back. It's like a patio type area. I'm just like drinking iced Americano and butterflies are landing on me sometimes.
Okay, dude.
It's pretty sick.
All
It
right.
is pretty sick.
Yo, your arms are looking good too.
Thank you. I've been doing the lean beef patty 10-minute push-up workout. Now I have a 30-minute consistent workout. Thank you. Thank you, Patty. I'm
Yeah.
getting swole this summer because of you. You're the best.
Okay, well, these are the biceps of pixel pushers. So
Listen. I have the trainer for you. It's
what?
a commonly known influencer by the name of Lean Beef Patty. 10 minutes. It's actually even just 7 minutes because most of it's like
Right.
mobility stretching. It's
Okay,
nice.
dude.
It's nice. My arms feel sore in a good way, and I'm already getting compliments.
But there's only one. There's only like one. I don't know. I got a basketball. I've been doing basketball stuff, but not the last few weeks. I've been not doing basketball stuff, but I've been doing floor exercises.
Does it count?
No, I've been doing floor exercises though, and I've gone on like a walk this week.
Okay. Okay.
All right, enough about me, dude. Any of the personal news? We've got breaking news, my guy. So we can jump into that. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Is he still covering it? Because that would be kind of a funny way to start this. Oh no, it's Hot Watch, baby. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
but
breaking news today.
by the time you guys watch this, you guys will already have probably seen the news of Cenat's meetup. His meetup did not go
as planned.
Or as expected, really, because I don't know how much planning there was. And I mean, obviously,
it was a few days at least, right? At least a few days.
Enough to have like a bus, to have a location, to get things.
But all that shit doesn't take that long. You know what I'm saying? So
in terms of crowd control and like crowd organization, honestly, I was thinking about this. Is that Kai's job to do that? Like,
I think that is the question that's being posed. So let's do a quick rundown, like in chronological order. It was about noon today on a Friday. Okay, August 4th, when I was watching Hasan. Okay, taking my little lunchy lunch. And, Austin Ox, our dude, started posting about how there was police and riot squads deployed to Union Square, which is where Cenat was holding his meetup, in which he was going to give away a bunch of gift cards. So his audience could go buy like PS5s and computers. And it was all part of an initiative, to get kids off the streets and into the streams. Or some cheesy shit like that. You know what I mean?
It's community shit. It's community shit. They were getting together.
They were trying to do some community shit.
Yeah,
that is a good way to say it. Yeah, it was. It was supposed to be. And anyway, it didn't. It kind of unfolded when authorities arrived and stirred some shit up. And it kind of did get a little roughhousing. You know what I mean? A lot of people were concerned about like potential crushing. I think at one point it was 8,000 people, dog.
I mean, but it's New York City.
That's crazy.
I think that should be expected. But on top of that,
because it's not like the first time it's happened either in New York City. I feel like this kind of shit in New York City does happen a lot.
Every day. It happens every day.
Happens a lot. It's not,
it's just
unusual
wild to me because and of course, until more information comes out, I can't be definitive on this, but I feel very certain on vibes only. It got like chaotic and mayhemy when police showed up.
100%.
Not before. When
100%.
Police started showing up, pressing their authority, I think that's when things got out of control.
Easy clap. Hasan pointed it out. Like the local media coverage of Kai's giveaway was pretty funny because, again, I was watching it in real time. I know you were too. It was laughable.
Well, and the headlines coming from like the mainstream media, like New York Post has a fucking wild one. CNN has I would say it looks moderate, but it's not, like, when you really think about it.
Yeah, it honestly, the coverage ranged from like, oh, a bunch of kids, it's in the summer and they're having fun and it's getting carried away, to like rioters and looters in the street and it's Zoomer chaos and it's a revolution. And I was like, wait, what? It was just give away fucking PS5s, man.
I would love to see the same language said for like a community that was like majority white.
Oh, for sure. Because you could, well, you have like the Nelk boys who've gotten in quite a bit of trouble for their meetups before. And they're white boys up the ass, dude. That's like the epitome of like a white boy.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
They totally bring that, when we were watching the footage, they bring that up in terms of like their meetup in Texas. But I still think that, and maybe it's not even comparable because it's like the Texas police versus the New York City police. They both commit atrocities.
Yeah, neither are great.
But like,
yo, my pants are writing up vibes. So hard. Hold on.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if Texas is known for having like a majority black population, you know?
No, but I also, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Mr.Beast, right? North Carolina. He always has fucking large meetups, man, all across America. Yeah. He always does it in like really big malls. I don't know. I think you kind of back to the question that you were asking as we started talking about this.
Is it his job?
Is it his job? But I think to some extent, yes, like it is your job because you do hold a lot of responsibility when you're an influencer of that magnitude. I don't know. I think he should be held. Should he have been fucking arrested? No, I don't think that should be the case. But so people started speculating, is he going to be arrested for this? This is quite a scene that is happening in Union Square. So Jake Lucky and other conservative commentators, not saying that Jake Lucky is conservative, but, he said, guessing he's going to have to pay a massive fine. And obviously from the video, you can see,
yeah.
They were acting a fool. It's the summer, and it's a hot summer and they're out there acting a fool and they're a bunch of kids. But is he going to go to jail? He was actually seen being arrested. So that kind of begs the question. Well, it might be his responsibility legally,
Then I would love to see that be the same for Trump then. I don't see a big,
because it's like a riot or something like that. It wasn't a coup though, dude.
I see a very large difference, and like the
difference is one was a fucking coup. Like one was an attempt to like steal an election, and the other was an attempt to give away PS5s to a bunch of community members.
And arguably those PS5s.
What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, what are we talking about here? Honestly, it isn't more valuable, probably in the retrospect, because like how many I don't know.
They're a hot commodity. Those are fucking rare.
But also just like, if you think about his initiative that started this whole thing, it was to what he was saying, and these are his words, is to like get his community to stream and not, be assholes. Which honestly, this didn't fucking help because it didn't come off great PR for Kai and his community. Yeah. But I do think it was like a really fucking tight initiative that, he was trying to do here. That should count, right? That should fucking count.
There are things already counting. I think
that should count, dude.
This already in itself was a community event. It went off already. It's happening. Yeah. It's happening right now. Yeah. And like to see other fans, I think something was gained out of it in terms of like the community solidarity or community like visibility. Yeah. Or like so fandom,
I think that's true. I think a lot of fandoms have weird stuff they come together about, and I think that's kind of the beauty of Kai's community and AMP, like that whole like W community. They show up, bro. Yeah. Like when Aiden Ross used to do drops and shit, like they'd show up. Yeah. They'd mobilize. I don't know. That's kind of fun of an aspect. It sucks when it's the media runs with this narrative, because like it's not like that. It's not a fucking riot, bro. It's just the W community. Yeah. It's trying to get some PS5s and some gift cards, bro.
Like these are teenagers and children out here. Like even the most violent thing they've done is not that violent. It's not even, I wouldn't even consider it violent. It might be like menacing.
I will say that there's like a lot of people that were talking about it. We're simply talking about, hey man, we just want people to be safe. And we did see people flying off of fucking cars, bro. Like, so there was obviously a lot of not safe behavior. But so
I think that had happened already when the police escalated the event.
And I'm sure that Kai's going to do better next time. I can almost 100% sure that, that Kai will do better next time now that he has seen this. That it's
his responsibility though.
Which actually, this is a good segue. This is a really good segue. Okay. Streamer responsibilities. We are the Reactlords, which means we are reactors. And honestly, we don't do a lot of reacting to long form content, but there has been a stir online about long form content being repurposed onto YouTube, namely that from streamers though. So like people that do live streaming, not necessarily people like us. We've done 2 live streams, but the daily streamers. And they, there's a lot of controversy. Now, do you want to talk about the controversy itself, or do you want to just give our take on the whole React meta?
No, I think we have to give like context, right? Like, what if I think this is like such a small convo? Like,
I think I can try to sum it up.
Yeah. I think it would be worth summing up, because I think this is going to pass so fast and no one's tuning in. Like,
I don't think so.
If you're online, are you tuned into this? I think Normans around the world don't give a shit.
Okay, so online, in the online zeitgeist, recently what's been happening is big streamers are reacting to like smaller streamers' content. And honestly, a lot of the criticism is aimed at XQC because recently he's watched an entire video of someone who only posts videos every few months.
It was like an hour-long video.
It was an hour-long video, but he wasn't alone. There were other streamers that also watched this same video. The issue and main debate comes down to a few things, namely that of, are you stealing viewers? Are you stealing potential viewers that would have seen the video? And then 2, are you transforming the content that you are re-uploading to YouTube? So those are like, I think the 2 points of contention is just like, are you transforming the content, right? And if you are, and then you're uploading it to YouTube, like, what does that entail? So I think those are the 2 main points.
I think so. At least that's how I understand it too.
Yeah, it's just like, are you stealing the algo's viewers or are you transforming the content enough to not do that, I guess? Or
no, I think that it's a case-by-case basis. I think if a community feels like you're not doing enough, you just have to take that L. But I think there are cases and situations in which like, they're transforming the content in a way that is like valuable.
Mm-hmm. Like, again, Hasan Piker comes to mind. He can't watch a video without extending it twofold, and I think that's incredible and great for him. Sucks for his editors that have to edit that down, but I don't know. I did see the video of XQC and goddamn, I mean, it's pretty bad. I understand where a lot of that criticism come from. And it's not the first time. It's not like this is the first time someone has talked about, Reactlords, Yeah. So
no, totally.
It happened a few years ago during, a lot of people watch TV shows too. That was it. So again, that's not the debate of like, are you stealing my viewers? I think there is the debate to be had about smaller content creators.
Yeah.
Because, it's like, to what extent are you a small content creator? Because I think here's where I fall on the whole thing. If you're a small content creator, you want people to react to your shit. Yeah. React to that, link it, give me the credit, watch my stuff, please, right? Like that is like a small content creator like mindset. I want the exposure. But to a certain extent, you're not a small content creator. And I think this is where like a lot of the, let's say 100,000 subscribers plus, to a certain extent, you're like, okay, now I'm putting in time to these videos. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not just pumping 2 to 3 out a week. That's a talking head. I'm like, I'm doing research and assets but yada, yada, yada. I mean, if someone's coming in and just ripping your video and uploading it who has, I don't know, say 3 million subscribers, they actually might be cutting in to your target audience. So that's something to consider too. Case by case basis.
Yeah.
Case by case.
Because like, even in that sense, I'm thinking like, if you're not a small content creator and you're complaining about it, like, just be better, make better content to drive people towards your channel. But like,
honestly, dude,
I don't.
Like, if you're spending, okay, here's the thing, because as Reactlords, what do we react to, Nathan? What are the only things we react to on this channel? That's it, dude, come on. Yeah. And if you're spending more than like a day creating a TikTok, you've spent too long. Yeah. You've spent way too fucking long.
That's your L.
And that's your L. Yeah, that is totally not my fault, bro. Like, I'm sorry you spent fucking days on a 60-second video, tops. Yeah. I guess now on TikTok, they're like 4 minutes, but... 4? I doubt anyone's doing like a high production. So again, just context, like, always give a shout out. Can I do a pet peeve too? Actually, on our most, watched video is a react video. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It totally is. It's the fast food rap video.
Yeah. And the fast food rap video, that fast food rap video is our #1 watched. And again, I look back on it and I would probably say a liberal estimate of like 5 to 10% of the comments are like, where's the credit? And I'm like, bro, it's on the fucking video. Yeah. It's in the description. Like, what else do you? Yeah, what else do you want?
They're not even looking. They're just trying to like get you. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
And that seems to be
fucking there.
Exactly, dude. And it's just like, bro, that seems to be at least half the sentiment. Also, just like trolls. You don't even give a shit. You don't care. You don't care about this stuff. You're just doing it to like, I don't know, neg another person. Yeah. Like, I think it's kind of gross. So I don't know. I'm a little passionate about it because I also don't like IP. I think like, I don't know. That's a discussion for another time. But I don't know that it is closely intertwined.
I've been trying to think of like analogies or metaphors I could use to like kind of equate it for people who are still like struggling to understand. But like,
what is it? What are you talking about?
Know. Oh, what's it? Like the Reactlord meta of like reacting to long form content. I'm still struggling to like think of a good connection. I think why it's difficult is because I just don't know. Maybe I haven't experienced something that would make me think like viewer stealing or make me think like my content is being stolen.
So I can elaborate on that, right? You know, again, say that you're a 50K Andy, right? You know, you're making probably not all like, you're probably making as much as like, you know, enough to pay your bills, right? You're working on your YouTube. You got 50K subscribers, right? Say you have a video that could be a banger. It gets lifted up into some Twitch community that's super big, like XQC's Twitch community. At that point, it's a benefit, right? Because like, I think
like millions of people.
Because not only that is his audience, it's above your subscriber count. So the likelihood of you actually getting an increase from that is more likely than it harming you. But my thing is like, so say that it's, you know, someone who has millions of subscribers already that posts the video. Those people I think are actually the ones most mad, because when XQC watches it first, when it just got uploaded, no one's had a chance to see it. And now XQC has watched it. Is that the potential target audience? I don't know, but maybe that's where the viewer issue, you know, like, I don't know. I'm reaching hard to try to make that argument for them because I don't see it either, man.
I like think like adapt your content then.
Yeah, and
like have the ads inside the video, or like
we could be way off base here though. I don't know, because we're not big content creators. Like imagine if someone pulled up our podcast like XQC. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that would be a plus for us. Bruh. I'm not. Okay. I'm open to being. To having my opinion change. I just the things that I see right now are the things that I've like ingested, the information I've taken in. I just think like if you're a big content creator, like why are you complaining?
Yeah, why are you acting like a corporation? You know what I mean? Why are you acting like fucking NBC, dude? Like
now
it's
I feel
just
so stupid because then it's like
go on.
Capitalism, just purely trying to make and maximize the profit.
Look at us discovering things.
Yeah, everything fucking wraps back to capitalism.
Nice, I didn't think
it's fucking dumb.
Or brilliant. It depends on your perspective. Exploitative always. Well, again, it depends on your metrics, right? Isn't that what you're saying here?
I think that the metrics that we use within capitalism are stupid. I think the metrics should be different. Like, have you ever heard of Bhutan, the country Bhutan?
No.
They have like a happiness index.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of this before. Think it's like, for sure.
It's definitely subjective and hard to use, but like at least they are having a different perspective on things rather than like how much money can we give to the very tippy top? Because that's how we make the rest of people happy, is you give like 0.01% all the money and let it trickle down. Let it trickle down. Because of course it's all gonna spread and equally go out to everyone eventually. That's how the
Reagan
world works.
Okay, dude. I mean, listen, I don't know. I really,
it's complicated. It's just stupid. This is stupid.
No, what though? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Like a controversy.
What is a controversy? What are you talking about?
We're still talking about like
capitalism is a controversy, or I thought you were like, what are you talking about? I'm thinking about capitalism. Focus. You were just talking about capitalism, like structure. So obviously my ADHD brain was just like, what would a world be without capitalism? So obviously I'm thinking about all these other things now. Okay, listen.
Okay, I know. I'm asking you to listen.
I'm attempting to. Okay, fuck. No. Okay, so Reactgate. Let's do some final thoughts. Final thoughts on the Reactgate. Honestly, I think it's a bunch of bullhucky, especially when it's coming from the smaller streamer end. When you become a bigger streamer, I think you have a little bit more legitimacy, but you are coming off like NBC and Disney, man. You're out there copy striking people. So think about that. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are... I don't know what my final thoughts are.
We're the Reactlords. We have to have a take on this.
It just, I guess it makes sense in a very like confusing way.
Yeah.
Like, it comes
because we're empathetic people though, I guess.
Yeah. I like generated another thought when you said like, especially when it comes from smaller streamers, like it's bullshit. Like generating
you were never gonna get 1 million views though. Like that's what I'm saying, dude.
Generating the drama, maybe it's driving more traffic and it's part of the plan. Like I'm just gonna complain to get more views.
Yes.
I'm gonna complain to get more likes.
And I don't want to I didn't want to say you're clout chasing. I did not want to say that, but I am saying that because to some extent, bro, I'm like, even if you do have like 5K, again, all the way, I would even say all the way up to like 100K, your fucking video probably wasn't gonna get 1 million views. I'm sorry, dude. So if XQC, Hasan Piker, or some other big ass content creator is reacting to your video, you take that fucking W, bro, because the next video you post is going to have higher views. Your subscriber count's going to go up, dude. Like, that's how you monetize on your shit. I know I sound like a capitalist right now, but like, just you take the fucking W, dude. Like, I don't know. Am I nuts? Am I crazy here? Like, I don't know.
There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. That's all I have to say.
All right, let's move on, because that is honestly gonna affect our next conversation, because Mr.Beast has been accused of being a fucking scab. Can you explain for the folks at home who are not aware what scabbing is during a moment of striking, which is what's happening in Hollywood right now?
Scabbing has nothing to do with only Hollywood. Scabbing has to do with producing and collaborating in work with a corporation or a business when a union has already taken a stand and is striking for better benefits or better whatever, or to negotiate. But if you choose to work anyway, that's scabbing.
Right. So our local reporter, Austin Ox, is leading the charge here. I'm a day late on this, but I thought it was worth mentioning. So YouTuber Mr.Beast has promoted his role in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Instagram, crossing SAG-AFTRA picket line during the actor strike. How do you feel about scabs? Or do we even think this is scabbing? Let's just set that precedent. Do we think that what he's doing here is considered scabbing?
I mean, in his own words, he says it's not, because it's a contractual obligation that was made pre-strike.
That is what he said. So we'll jump to that. Yeah. This is what SAG-AFTRA is saying about it. And again, this is all coming from Austin Ox here. So this is a sponsored post. And it was considered, which would be considered scabbing by SAG-AFTRA, whatever. So the guidelines stipulate that influencers should not accept any new work promotion. But he's saying that it was an older work promotion, so maybe there is a little bit of leeway in this. He did reply, though. Where's his reply?
Mr.Beast is a scab, but if we go into the perspective that there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, what does this fucking matter? What does it matter?
I was going to say, because you kind of like tainted the air with that last comment going into this, because does it matter then? Is he just getting the bag?
He's getting the bag for sure, at the expense of others. But that's because the others are trying to operate in a system that doesn't want them, or doesn't want them to speak at all.
Right. Sorry, I was trying to find that reply, but he did correct the, record here, and he said, hey man, this is false. This is a contract that I signed pre-strike, which I guess is a stipulation to do that.
But like, why does he feel so pressured to do it? He is very successful, has a lot of money, and is very influential. He didn't have to do it. I don't think he had to do anything.
I'm going to go ahead and commune with the devil here and play devil's advocate. I think Mr.Beast is just a little ignorant. He's a North Carolina boy. I don't think he gives a shit to what's going on in Hollywood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he thought twice about this prior to like continuing his obligation. Does that make sense? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and claim Mr.Beast himbo status for this one. I think that's what I'm gonna give him the himbo pass, because he just kind of feels a little ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel malicious. He goes on to say that he's gonna donate. Austin Ox does call him out and say, let's see the receipts of that donation. And it's been radio silent since. But again, this just kind of popped off like a day or two ago. So I don't know.
I think you added language that I agree with. That I would agree with that. It's very ignorant. You know what happens when you like don't prescribe to the team?
That is what happens. Yeah.
Or not prescribe. Subscribe. Oh my God.
But I think it's what happens when you prescribe to the mainstream. Mm-hmm. When you take the mainstream pill. I think this is just a symptom of that. You sort of get in. I've always admired it too. And the ability of some individuals to just kind of meander through life, not critically thinking about things. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds bad, but I mean it almost as a compliment.
But I do think
I really do.
It comes off bad because like in our humanity, oh man, we're going philosophical shit. I don't know. Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I didn't do that.
We're talking about Mr.Beast, dude.
Yeah. Like,
but we can talk about something a little bit lighter. You know, who didn't scab? Walk us out.
I wanted to see if like you were gonna push back or anything.
We can walk back into this existentialism. Go ahead. What's going on? What do you feel like? How are you feeling?
Depressed.
Like the existential Barbie.
It's like I can't remember.
Okay.
But if I were to add my final thought or a thought, it's just like, I don't get why he's defending himself or why he even chose to do it. It's just like, doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Well, that's valid. And that's exactly what pretty much Cutie said in middle of hers. She was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just going to turn it off. This is QTCinderella pretty much, experiencing that moment of self-awareness of what what she's about to take part in, which is the promotion of a movie in the middle of a strike. Shout out QTCinderella. Let's watch.
Hey, guys.
Oh, wait. Is this scabbing? All right. Well, never mind. Not gonna
simple as
finish that.
simple as.
Never mind.
Never mind. Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. She's great.
Yeah, Cutie's great.
Yeah, but she also is like a ball of anxiety too. Like she's such a ball of anxiety too. Like she does not have the ability to walk around life just not thinking critically about things or like being self-aware. I know that this girl has anxiety. She's very self-aware. So
It gives me peace. I hate to say it, but Cutie's anxiety gives me peace, and I think you keep doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I think you're right though. Cutie's relatable. I'm here for Cutie. I stand Cutie. I do. All right. We're not done with Hollywood yet, baby. We've got more on the docket because Austin Knox isn't done. He's never done. The reporter's job is never done. Now coming
He's
out of
the ultimate lib.
Yeah, re-reporting, I guess, NPR's segment that featured a background actor from WandaVision reporting that they didn't give permission and were not paid for getting digital replicas made of them with the help of AI. So it's happening. The same things that, the actors and writers guilds, the unions are trying to advocate against, which is like, the exploitation of labor with the use of AI. It seems to already be happening without new contracts being signed anyway. So that's kind of what we're about to talk about.
My anxiety about this is it a terms and service, terms and exceptions type shit? Like, did they sign something and then they were like, we got him. We got you.
That's so funny you said that because I literally, as you arrived today and we're doing the podcast, I was like, hey, I got to put out this YouTube video. Give me a second. It's on this topic. And in the video, I look dead ass at the just at the camera. And I'm like, just wait. This is going to be in the YouTube terms of service. And all of a sudden, every video we've ever made, do you know what I mean? It's going to be easy as.
That I think is scary.
Like their whole like title, their whole like CTA, their call to action is pretty much just like broadcast yourself. I mean, it's a slippery slope. Anyway, okay, so WandaVision actor says that Disney has scanned, their likeness, body without their consent. So we have Dexerto, Ostenox, NPR reporting this and re-reporting this. So we have, SAG-AFTRA unions that have gone on strike for the first time, still on strike today, began back July 14th. Holy shit. And, one of the main sticking points is artificial intelligence being used to generate digital performances so they don't have to pay the actors. In this article, they compare it to a Black Mirror episode, which we saw, and
Joan is awful.
Yeah, but Alexandra spoke with NPR about how she was one of the groups in WandaVisions who were, scanned for their faces and bodies. So it's happening, man. It's going down for sure. The company then created digital replicas of the actors, though the actors said that they were never told about how they would be used in the future, and all that they know is they won't be getting paid if it is ever used. And obviously, this is making a lot of people kind of scared. Yeah. Kind of freaking a lot of people out here.
And I really think you could switch it around by the simple deal of like, pay them. Because like,
wow, dude,
digitally,
5 head.
You could digitally deep fake me like eating shit for 24 hours. I don't give a shit.
Yo, it's crazy because the same pay that a background actor, that at least this background actor was claiming that she was getting paid for, which is $187, is approximately the same pay you get as a substitute teacher. So it's not like they're asking, for some luxurious fucking pay here, right? It's not.
But you should, if you're going to have your likeness like owned by a company
right?
to do whatever they want, I think you should be living the lap of luxury because like, people are mean out there. You know, you don't know what that's going to get you into.
Yeah. So here, look at this little clause they add in. So background actors caught off guard by body scans. The background actors were not part of what's known as the principal cast, meaning they do not have speaking parts or primarily yada, yada, yada. Anyway, they're going on to say a union negotiator has claimed studios have offered to give background actors one day a pay after being scanned, and then that actor's digital likeness could be reused for, quote, the rest of eternity. And yeah, the rest of eternity.
Okay, so this is meta.
Shit, dude.
This is totally a meta thought, but when you look at the SAG-AFTRA Guild and or Screen Actors Guild and the SAG-AFTRA and all the people who subscribe to being actors or actresses, they're motherfucking poor.
Yeah, they are. They're not. So they all drive Hondas.
They're taking advantage of these people in vulnerable situations to give them one day's pay or no pay at all, or just the thought of getting paid. And then they have it forever and they're never going to get paid again. Like,
think how much a wage theft is occurring. If you're getting paid $187 a day just to kind of show up, be present in a production and add depth to a production that it might just make a lot of fucking money. And you're there for 3 or 4 days to fill in the background.
Totally.
You're getting like $500 after taxes, man. And it's just, but now it's like you go in for one day and it's just done, man. You don't even get your 500 fucking bucks. And then
it might not even be that.
And then it's probably going to be like fucking data. And then they're probably going to be able to sell that data to other corporations as well. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much.
Me too. I'm not a big fan of it. I just think that it's a feeling of being taken advantage of, which I think everyone can empathize and relate to, because everyone, if you work, you're being taken advantage of. And actually, if you're not working, you're probably being taken advantage of.
What do you mean by that?
Like financially, you're probably paying into things that you don't necessarily need, but you actually kind of do need.
Are you talking about federal taxes, dog? What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about
because that's when I look at my fucking paycheck, that's where I feel like I'm being kind of screwed. I'd be looking at my taxes sometimes and I'd be like, what the fuck is it? Where is this going?
No, it can be as simple as
going, dude?
For example, internet as a commodity is you can't live without the internet, which means that you're either paying for a phone, which is usually monthly, for access to the internet, or you're paying monthly on top of that. The internet plus the phone, if you're paying for the phone in monthly installments, or a computer monthly installments, but you can't not live without the phone. So you need the phone and the computer. And now you're paying for all these things that you need access to just to live life fundamentally.
Bruh, I'm so disconnected. You said buy a phone for the internet usage. What? People fucking do that? They buy a phone just to have that as the internet?
Some people have there is a large portion of the world that has a phone that isn't connected to a network. They use it purely on Wi-Fi. I used to be a part of this group. I used to use an iPod Touch, and I used the app Viber. I would watch 15 minutes of ads so that I can have 30 minutes of calling time so that I could just live. And I know other people are out there struggling with the same deal.
Bro, that is gnarly.
Difficult to live. So on top of that, being taken advantage of in this way, while you're already being taken advantage of in so many other ways that you can't get out of, is fucking insane.
Yeah, and then it's extra insane too, because considering that background actors didn't even and this is going to apply to all sorts of labor forces, so just try to use your imagination to expand how this might bleed in other places. But when a background actor used to go in, they would be standing around a lot, not doing a whole lot. Like they mentioned, they don't have any speaking lines usually, right? There's not a lot going on. But now when you go in to get, exploited and get your likeness duplicated by AI, you go in and now you actually have to like work harder for it. So not only do you get like less pay, you have to work harder because they make you like do expressions. So they have the maximum amount of data to optimize how they can make the background actors look. You don't just go in and they just scan you one time. No, they say, look surprised, look scared, now look happy and do these things. You know what I mean? So you got to work harder for less pay, and I think it's total bullshit. And I think this is going to be a trend. I think more people that kind of get privy to how to leverage AI for labor. This is it, baby.
Does not turn into a trend. I hope this does not turn into a trend.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. And this is why on my channel, I do advocate a lot to like pad out your deck, dude, because AI is coming. And if you're not using it, I think you're going to get fucked, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really genuinely scared on how fast everything's happening. So
I think that's at the advantage of the studios, right?
Totally. It's
like
going to be at the advantage of those with capital. Totally. Absolutely agree.
Okay. It just sucks. It sucks to see because it's like, it's not anything new. It's the same old shit we hear all the time, except new technology.
I want to talk about something new. All right.
But is it new? Is it new though? Or is it the same old shit, just different packaging?
Let's talk about some new packaging though. I got a new topic for us to breeze our way into today on the episode 51. Holy shit, dude. That's fucking 51 episodes. Bonkers.
It is actually 3 days away from 1 year.
And we're going to hit 10K. We're small content creators.
Yes, XQC, please watch our videos and you don't have to react at all.
Do we have some good content?
You leave the chair. Just throw it on. Don't even pause.
And that's my favorite part too. Of just going back to the Reactgate for a second here. That's my favorite part too. It's like when people are like in the comments of our most viral video, like, you guys just react. I can't believe you guys get views and subscribers. You guys just react to things. And I'm like, go to our channel, dog. Obviously you haven't been to our channel. You know what I mean?
We made a whole $10.50.
But also we make a podcast every week. And the best thing that we react to is like TikToks at the end. It's like 30 minutes of TikTok reacts. And that's like the most degenerate as it gets. You know what I mean? Like as far as reacts go, like we react. What did we just react to? We just reacted to like Cenat news. Like we react to like the zeitgeist. And I think that's what makes the podcast special.
I think so too.
So I gotta,
kind of weird. No, not weird. It's kind of interesting because we are the Reactlord podcast, but
yes, we are.
We kind of like got away with the react meta a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we don't really fall in this like watching long form content and not saying anything. Like we don't watch long form content.
We can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Everything we do is like
we won't stop talking.
If it's not transformative. It's definitely not your content because it's us talking the whole time.
I literally can't stop pausing. I think the one thing that I was most captivated by recently that we definitely did not have permission for, that we did get copyrighted for, that I do feel a little bit bad about. But again,
it's like music or something.
This is the circumstance where I'm not taking their views. We didn't get that many views from it. And then the other one was like, what was the other argument that people make? It's the views and then the transformative. I will say we did not transform this content at all. We did watch a full version of a really well produced Skibbity Toilet. And I will say, are bad.
Okay.
Are bad. Fair. Shame on us. We shouldn't have done the Skibbity Toilet. I thought it. Okay. Listen, I have to admit our wrongs when we're wrong, buddy. We have been wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Skibbity Toilet.
I trust.
Skibbity Toilet.
We were wrong. We were wrong.
We were wrong.
All right.
You know what else is potentially wrong? Not wrong. I'm questioning what's going on with all the icon changes. This is a fun little post from God. He's a designer that I follow on X now. Fucking X. And I think it's really interesting, kind of an idea to think about the changes here that's been happening. And again, Instagram, as community notes will point out, it's Threads. It's Meta's new app, sister to Instagram. But I think it just is relevant. you want to just stare? You want to do a see, think, wonder?
What I see is everything changing from color to black and white. I think that it is very monoform, and I wonder if that it will even do anything.
Yeah. I see a lot of color on the left. And I think the right is leaning into a dark mode, right? And I'm definitely wondering if this is like a reflection of maybe the larger zeitgeist of what we find appealing, which is basic, I think. I think it's basic. I'm sorry. I think the icons on the right are basic.
I think so.
They are basic, brother.
It's kind of like in Charmed. You have this overarching like evolution of the white lighter Leo. He's like got personality and he's colorful and hot, and then he like becomes an elder and then is boring and doesn't say anything directly and is very like wishy-washy and very authoritative.
Okay, I mean, listen, I don't know if that is representative of what's happening, but I would say that we're less wishy-washy. I think it's okay.
We're not black and white.
Here, let me bring up another example I have, because app icons aren't the only ones getting this weird monotone makeover, dude. It's actually like it's kind of an overarching theme in branding. At least I don't know. I've noticed too.
I do see like similarities, whereas like I think that the black and white theme is very like sleek, modern, whereas I also see this font. I would also characterize the on the right side the new.
Yeah, I'm just curious on like what the fuck is happening.
Modern,
it's straight lines, right? It kind of reminds me of Supreme a little bit.
It's clout versus elegance.
Oh, wow.
Versus elegant.
Yeah, dude, I think you fucking nailed it, dude. They all look the same. I think it's kind of just, it's so basic, and it comes down to like the fucking points and like how curved a word is. Yeah, I think it's a fascinating like thought experiment of like just what's going on. I think a lot has changed. When we were talking about this initially, when I was like, I'm gonna bring this up with the podcast, I was really thinking deeply. It's just about dark mode, okay?
Yeah.
And
I remember you bringing this up. You have to say this because it was brilliant.
Yeah, so I don't know if it'll translate the same, but essentially what I was saying is dark mode, once that became a thing, and if you don't know, dark mode is essentially on every website app now, because we spend so much time staring at screens. Developers and UI, UX experts have found ways to kind of sustain our attention on these apps and on these screens. So one way to combat, just lethargy is dark mode, which inverts everything. So everything is dark mode. It's sleek, it's modern, it's new. Yeah, and I don't know, but I feel like this contrasting like similarity between everybody going dark mode on apps and like this sort of, again, dark mode in sort of the design. You know what I mean? I don't know, the simplicity of it. I don't know.
It's like
we're going back. Yeah, it's almost like we're going backwards as we're getting all this new tech and all this new stuff that is really creative for many, right? If we're going the opposite with branding, everything is sort of becoming monolithic in like its creativity. I don't know what it says. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means anything at all.
No, I don't think there needs to be meaning at all. Is that we're commenting on the transformations and the transitions that we're seeing.
Yeah.
And I think that alone is enough, is just noticing. Because I think you can go out throughout your life and not like even pay attention to this and like be totally fine.
Right.
But this is kind of like a zeitgeist history, Remember when it used to be Twitter? Like,
I mean, that's such a crazy that'll be a thing now.
It had been Twitter for such a long time, and now it's X.
Yeah.
What the hell is X?
Yeah.
X is, everyone's talking about.
Well, it's a variable. I love it kind of though. Can I express my actual appreciation for X? And yes, I know it sounds like a porn website, and it's honestly kind of a stupid name for things, but X as a variable, like it's like an unknown, which I've always been fascinated with, like the enigma of things, like the black box, the things that we don't know and have to just accept. I don't know. It's kind of fascinating, dude. All right. Listen, Linda, I'm just saying that I think it could be cool. I don't even hate it. That's what I'm going to say on it. Okay. I don't hate it. No, I don't hate it.
Like my opinion, like I do kind of like shitting on Twitter and that.
I like shitting on Elon Musk.
Like, and Elon Musk, but at the end
he
of the
makes
day,
it too easy.
The icon itself.
Yeah.
You're totally right. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I really don't give a shit because when I click on it, I'm going to probably see the same. Actually, that's probably where it would change for me is if I clicked into X and it wasn't what I was expecting anymore. Like the whole UI was different.
Oh.
That would piss me off because I'm not going to go relearn it.
Well, I have some unfortunate news for you, buddy. I believe Elon is making his way to, creating his everything app. And I think that's what X is representing, is this enigma that he hasn't quite defined himself yet.
So my OCD would tell me I have to delete my account, remake a new account. So it feels like a new app, a different app. It's different.
I think it might even be worthwhile, especially if the algorithm changed to such an extent. I mean, if you think about it, like I have a few alt accounts on Twitter, and they grow a little bit, I feel, faster than my main account. I've had my main account. Listen, I've been on Twitter. Let me check. I think it tells you. I mean, X. I've been on X. I joined in 2016.
Wow.
And I only have 91 followers. And this shit goes up from 93 to 87, and I've been there for a year.
I have one follower. And I've had my account since 2011.
So I'm just saying, from like a monetization perspective, from like a personalized brand perspective, like our Reactlord channel already has like 12 followers and I never post on it. I don't even use that. So I don't know. I think maybe the website is kind of rewarding new users. So maybe you think about it. Maybe you think about it, guys. Rebrand it up. All right. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We take a 10-second break.
Dude, this is actually the end of the podcast. I hate to break it to you, but this is all we got.
I need it to be 10 seconds because I got to pee now.
But this is it. How about you just, no, we got to say goodbye. We got to go. We got to go. No, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much for coming to Reactlord Podcast. Holy shit, 10K. Bye. Ending.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's a beautiful ending. It's a beautiful ending. It's a beautiful ending to everybody out there watching. I love you guys. Peace.